What's going on, my dude? So I'm going to get in here and talk about this new compound going to be in MXGP 2019. Kind of cool how we're to that level now where I feel like we're actually going to get a decent compound in the base version of the game and not have to pay for it as DLC later, you know what I'm saying? Really feel like they're going to go more all out in this category for MXGP 2019, right? So either way, I'm going to look on their website right here and kind of read off a couple things to you guys. So they say the province can be not so romantic. So it says, check out what this amazing wide training area can offer you. We took inspiration from the Estoril Mountains with its characteristic rock and steep reliefs. It will be your base of operation to start your riding experience full of mud. So this is going to be kind of like your base, I guess. Kind of, you know how like MX vs ATV All Out is, right? Where you, as soon as you get into the game, you're like in this compound. I kind of feel like that's a bit of the route they're gonna go down here. Popping off, baby. You know what it is. Uh, so that's kind of what it seems more like. It seems like going to be a bigger, full compound that you're just going to ride around. And then if you want to go actually do your different races and stuff like that, you'll go to the start menu and then go to different things. That's kind of going to, I mean, they say it's going to be the base of operations. So, you know, you can only imagine that's pretty much probably what it's going to be like if you know, you're any sort of logical thinking person, like you just kind of put two and two together right there. You know what I'm saying? So the pictures on the website actually look pretty cool. If you haven't went and looked at that, you can go to the MXGP 2019 video game website. And it's got this cool ass picture of like these big rock jump cross type vibe crap going on. And I feel like the compound itself, right, is going to be more like when they talked about this waypoint stuff, right? So they said that basically with the playground, it says train your riding skills and improve your abilities in the playground settled in province. Roam free, race across different layouts and in different weather conditions, times of day, all that crap. Where did I see all that was telling me? Uh, oh, no. That's in the track editor. Okay. So the track editor has the forest, the hills, the dune desert, all that kind of stuff. And I think the playground and the playground compound, I think they're both the same thing, if I'm not mistaken. I get a little confused here if there's like a base of operations area. Holy log jump, freaking Colton Hacker. That's what I was trying to think of. Kind of forgot his first name there for a minute. But yeah, so I'm looking here on the website and it says there's the amazing wide training area that takes the inspiration from the Estoril Mountains and all that, and it will be the base of operation to start your riding experience full of mud. But that's not the actual compound, it doesn't seem like. I mean, or the playground, right? But maybe it is. I don't know. I'm getting a little bit confused here because they kind of have it separated up on their website. It kind of looks like it's going to be two different things, like the little training grounds crap or whatever, like where you just start off in, and then there's like a separate playground. Could be totally wrong there, but if that's the case, that'd be badass because that'd be more going down the vibe of two separate, different free ride track compoundy type things, which I've thought they've desperately needed, is more, you know, base version compoundy style tracks in their games, more base free ride tracks in the game. So I'm not exactly sure. It's interesting that they say with a lot of mud on the training area. I don't know exactly what all that means, but you know, kind of in Supercross 2's base free ride compound, it had the training area kind of built within it, so that could certainly be exactly the way this is going to be as well. But there's just something interesting about it in their whole new track editor and all the little different areas you're going to be able to do the track editor stuff, like the mud forest, the desert dune, all these different kind of things. It's pretty cool, man. Like, I wonder what that's going to look like, just the base version of, like, each one of those separate areas within the track editor, even if you don't really build anything on it. I just wonder what those different biomes are actually going to look like in comparison to the Freeride compound of the game. You know what I'm saying? Endo, bro. Gotta love it. So either way, I'm actually thinking that this new MXGP 2019 compound has some potential to it. I really do, and I think the game overall has somewhat decent potential. I just really hope they give you the content in there, and I hope that that overall bike filling is solid in the game. Obviously, obviously, tell us something new, Spence. like I get it, right? It's obviously what we all want, but I'm just saying, like, and I thought Supercross 2 had a crap load of potential, which it did have, but it fell short in some weird areas and still didn't really have a whole lot more content-wise in it. And obviously the whole whip system was really bizarre at the beginning before they updated it and all that crap. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, the more of these milestone games we go through, you just have to imagine the more and the more potential of better tracks, better content, better track editor, better physics, better jump design, better roughness, rut, whoop, difficulty design. It just has to get better over time, right? And I've been beating a dead horse to the absolute death of all this crap, but it's just like, man, it just doesn't happen quick enough, in my opinion. The changes don't happen big enough quick enough. It's like it takes 3 years, in my opinion, with these milestone games to get the progression of what I would feel like it should only take 1 year to do. But it takes them that long because all the different separate games they're trying to make. And you just don't see that big improvement game to game. You know, you see like a 15% improvement versus, you know, the difference between like Unleashed and Untamed up to Reflex. That difference was insanity. You know, games can really progress in a massive way when they don't come out every single year. So that's kind of the difference there. But it'll be cool to see the little log, you know, kind of enduro-y sections on the playground, and the fact that we're actually going to be able to make our own waypoint tracks on that and place our different actual waypoint paths on it, right? Unique paths where you can pick where all that shit is. So you can, like, make the waypoint go through some insane enduro, you know, swampy vibe area, or jump over that freaking rock like that picture they show on the website. Jump right over that. I'm sure a lot of people's waypoint tracks will have the same little areas in them and stuff, so it'll have some cool jump areas and crap like that. But yeah, man, I mean, I think they should do that with all the tracks in the game. Hell, why not have it where it's like, make a waypoint track on any of the tracks, even the like MXGP motocross tracks. Why not be able to, you know, make a waypoint on that where you're running it backwards, or you're doing like transfer jumps off the track or some cool shit. I mean, that's kind of like a just why not would you have that in there, you know what I mean? Because you're going to have a waypoint in there, so you might, if you do have a waypoint system, you might as well allow people to make any waypoint on any track in the game, period. No matter what it is, no matter if it's like the compoundy stuff, the standard random motocross tracks, or the actual MXGP replica tracks. Still feel like you should be able to make a waypoint track on any of it, anywhere you want to, you know. That would just make even more variation, even more stuff that you can do with it, and maybe even make waypoint tracks on your custom track. I know that sounds kind of insane, but what I'm saying here is just you're just getting more and more variation, more and more potential, more and more possibilities, all that kind of stuff. But man, I'm just really ready to see one of these milestone games really flourish, you know what I mean? Really, like, do something big, really make something happen here, right? I'm just waiting on it. I'm just waiting on that day, dog. MXGP Pro just didn't really impress me. The first Supercross game, I probably would have given it like a, you know, 6 overall or something, or like a 7 overall, maybe. That's definitely stretching it. But even on Steam, I'm pretty sure the first Supercross game has like a 6 overall on it. And then Supercross 2, all the little issues it had at the beginning, and then still some of the weird things it's carried over from MXGP Pro. Wasn't just, you know, super impressed with Supercross 2, even though it did have some improvements to the jump skill gap and stuff like that, and overall jump size, distance. All that kind of jazz was definitely an improvement over the first one, but it's kind of like that. I feel like Supercross 2 and Supercross 1 damn near end up in the same sort of rating to me. You know what I mean? And that's crazy to even say that, but they kind of do in a way. I don't know how to explain it. I would probably give Supercross 2 like a 0.5 or a 1 rating over the first Supercross game. If I could just because there's a little bit more skill gap and fun factor in the second one, I feel like, just not so basic on the jumping and all that and whatnot. But yeah, there's just not these Milestone games have not really just like been wow kind of experience to me. I don't know. It just doesn't give me that, whoa, that's amazing. It just feels more average than anything, at the end of the day to me, because I can see through fancy graphics and amazing, look to everything and all of the official stuff. I can see right through all that bullshit, whereas most people, especially most casual motocross gamers, they can't see past that for nothing. They don't even see the actual game. They just see all that other shit. But with me, I've had all the official stuff on, like, MX Simulator. I've experienced all the super physics of MX Simulator. I played a lot of Reflex, experienced the custom track side of Reflex, custom track side of MX Simulator. I've experienced all of these different things, and you just get a very wide open scale viewpoint and opinion on stuff, right? And the funny part about that is a lot of people out here giving their opinions on these new Milestone games and shit. A lot of them probably haven't ever even played MX Simulator, probably don't even know what the hell MX Simulator even is. So how in the fuck can they even understand real motocross game physics? They can't. And still yet, even the people that do know about MX Simulator, but they're giving their opinions about these Milestone games, they're probably not nowhere near to a pro level on MX Simulator, so they still don't really fully understand it. You get what I'm saying? And they probably haven't played Reflex to the level that I feel like they should to fully understand those kind of physics, so they don't really understand that. Like, guys, I played all this shit over and over and over, so I know this stuff, man. Like I just, and I know it sounds cocky me saying that. It's going to sound like I'm a know-it-all you got to understand, man, I've put the time in, I've got the experience. There's no question about it. 10,000 plus hours into Reflex alone, and 10,000 plus hours into MX Simulator alone, and played Unleashed, Untamed, MXGP 3, MXGP Pro, GP 2, freaking Supercross 1, Supercross 2, played all this shit. Like, if there's anybody that really knows from experience what the hell they're talking about, by the way, a pro in MX Simulator, got top fives in multiple RF main events in Supercross. I certainly know what the hell's going on with MX Simulator. So I've got this super wide, broad, opinion and viewpoint and ability to see what the hell's going on, whereas a lot of you guys out here giving your opinions and really disagreeing with me on a lot of these Milestone games, you just don't even understand because you haven't even played it. You're not even there yet, dog. You don't even have the experience. Now, some of you guys do, but most of you that are really, really disagreeing with me about the stuff I say about the stuff, you're not even nowhere near on the level of, like, really understanding all motocross games. And, you're probably just more casual. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm just saying you may not really understand it when you think you understand it. You understand what I'm saying? Because I think that's a very easy thing to do if you're like a console-type warrior, because I used to be that guy, and I thought I knew a lot about motocross games just from playing Reflex for a long time, but you really don't know shit until you've played, like, MX Simulator hardcore and some of these other motocross games hardcore for, literally 5,000 plus hours. You just don't understand it, dog. You just don't get it to that level. So then it creates this, people think I'm way overly critical about these Milestone games, and all this weird stuff comes out of that, and it's a little bit frustrating, a little bit annoying, but I guess it's just the way it is, you know what I'm saying, dog? So I'm going to keep on being real, keep on giving you the full opinion, not sugarcoating anything, keep on telling you from all the experience of all these games I've played, and it's just my opinions at the end of the day. Shit, take it or leave it, dog. If you don't like me, quit watching me. I mean, good God, bro. Like, it ain't that hard. Like, shit. But either way, got high hopes for this new playground shit going on, and I think having the whole waypoint and the new motocrossy track editor on all those different biomes definitely going to inject some life into this MXGP 2019 game. I think it's going to give us a lot more content, going to give us a lot more replayability, stuff like that. I think it'll actually be really cool in the game, but I just hope they can pull it off with enough custom track pieces, enough different things you can do with the track editor, the compound being big enough, and all that kind of stuff, you know. We'll just have to wait and see. But either way, still wanted to come in here and talk about it. I think it'd be really cool seeing the little enduro cross tracks some people make on their waypoint tracks and whatnot. Be kind of cool. So either way, appreciate all the support, guys. I've been making quite a few videos here recently. Got quite a few of them saved up, so we'll be getting some cool shit out. Got some more real life videos coming soon, so be looking out. And yeah, don't forget, if you guys want to go follow me up on Instagram, Steam, Snapchat, any of that crap, Twitter, my username on all that is just Spencer Turley, no space, no capital, and I'll add you back on it. So either way, dudes, later.